HOTAP scholars. Today we're going to do an unboxing and a book review for the Homeschool Afrocentrics. We will be comparing the 1619-2020 calendar to the brand new 1619-2021 calendar. Now this is the very first one off of the press, and I decided to share the opening with you, my scholars. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to see the very first copy of the 1619-2021 calendar book. Here it goes. It's the very first one. Now you'll be able to get this online because we're going to put a link in the description down below. Now, let's take a look at this one. In this one here, we see that we have the pictures and we have a full calendar with no information on the side like we did with the 1619-2020. And we'll go back to further to the back and we'll find that we have larger print and we have every day. So for example, the way you'd use this is the month of January, and it'll be January 1st. And this is some of the things that happened January 1st. And it would say like January 1st, 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation was issued. 1912, Robert Lee Brown was born in Miami. And on that day, it's also in the KWANZAA Day of Faith. Now, it also has over 100 pictures from the Oran and Cooper collection, and it has the different sizes and the number. So if you'd like to get one of these prints, you may, and these are the actual prints that came from the Cooper collection, and these were the African American or people of color artists that started the black art movement in America. So basically, when we didn't even have a gallery that would represent black people, Mr. Darius Cooper started a gallery on 16th and La Brea, right by La Brea and Pico in Los Angeles, and it was the oldest black-owned gallery in LA, and it lasted for over 30 years. And these are some of the pictures he had in it, and we have saved them for you. And also in the back you have a place for notes. Now, we're going to compare this 1619-2021 colored Negro black African American calendar book with the 1619-2020. Now, I listened to some of the haters and some of the complaints of some of the people, and this is how the book looked for 2020. It also had pictures from the Cooper collection, but as you see, it didn't have the full calendar area for you to write on. And so in this area, it had the text, and the text was kind of small, and you know, we had some trolls that talked about it, but that's no big deal because we love everybody, and this book is not to make anyone feel bad or ashamed, but it's just to give us, everyone, a non-biased look at things that the African American people do and did. So this is my first time opening this book up and sharing it, the opening with you scholars, and I'll put a link, like I said, down below to where You can get a copy of either one of these books, but this one here, the 2021 Black African American History Calendar book, is available right now to purchase. One of the things I want to say is we need to homeschool our children. And not just the children of African descent or the children of color. We need to homeschool all of these kids. We see how it is today, and we need to school them with things that doesn't have the propaganda that goes with the school system and the propaganda that we hear in the streets and the propaganda that we just aren't taught. So, that being said, I have been making books for a while, and calendar books. So this was one of the early books I made to homeschool our children. And I've been homeschooling my kids since my baby boy, OJ. And OJ was able to read fluently at the age of 4. I dare say he could read better at the age of 4 than I can read now at 64. But this book is called A is for African Americans. And this would be for your kindergartners and people who are just getting started learning about how to spell. We have a big picture, and here we have A instead of A. And this book being for Apple, you can see it's for Louis Armstrong. And K would be for Dr. Martin Luther King. And there's a great big K here, a little K, how to make the strokes, and a place to write it. And then if they do a good job, they can get 1, 2, 3, or 4 stars for being able to write their letters. Now, after going through there, we go to a bigger one called Mommy, Teach Me to Write Pretty Like You. Now, we call this Homeschool Afrocentrics. And the reason why we call this Homeschool Afrocentrics is because we give you the honest view of Africa and how things are. Now, this book teaches the kids a little older not only how to do their letters, how to draw them, but A is not for Apple. A is for Algeria. B is Benin. C is the Congo. And Z is Zambia. Now, if you look at the pictures here, you see here's how to make a Z. This shows you the count on how to make it. Z, Zambia. But look at here, kids, scholars. We have pictures of how Zambia really is. Not little huts, not little starving black children skinny. And here we see Victoria Falls. Now, Victoria Falls is the falls that splits Zimbabwe and Zambia. So if you're on the right side of the falls, you're in Zambia. And if you're on the left side of the falls, you're in Zimbabwe. Now, but the African people didn't call this they called this the Masai Oa Tayan, and that's spelled MOSI OA TUNYA. And the meaning of that is the smoke that thunders. So when Dr. Livingston first saw this site, he named it after, like I said, the then reigning queen, Queen Victoria. And to the day, they said, oh, we just lovingly call it the Vic Falls. But it's one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. And that is right there in Zambia, right between Zimbabwe and Zambia. And it's the world, and it's one of the world's natural wonders. So, it also shows you a little Africa. See there, down here, it shows you a little Africa, and it shows you where Zimbabwe is. right there. And it shows you some people here. These look like some Maasai who are probably from Zimbabwe. And this is a night scene. And here's some kids dancing. And it's got your letters. It's got your numbers. It's got a way for you to learn to do the strokes and a place to practice your writing. Now, from this, we go to this book here. Now, this book is called Dad, I Can Write Cursive. Now, you know, one of the problems we have with the school systems right now is they don't teach the children how to write cursive. One of the problems I have with the school system right now is they no longer teach the children how to write cursive or how to write italics. And this writing has been around ever since the 1400s. And not knowing how to read cursive writing, they will not be able to read old slave documents. They will not be able to read old postcards. They will not even be able to read the Declaration of Independence that was written in cursive or longhand. So we see here, we also have the different letters showing you how to write them and the way, and then words that you can write with it. So now T ain't for Tom, T is for Tanzania. And here's a beautiful Tanzanian sunset. And here, U is for Uganda. And here's how it really looks. It looks like downtown LA. It don't look like some Tarzan movie, but a lot of times they don't show you that. So here at Homeschool Afrocentrics, we show you. Look at here. Look, this is downtown Rwanda. Now, do you see this on TV? No. Here's Senegal. Do you see this kind of picture on TV? No. You see little huts, or you see little African children running. Here's Morocco at night. Now, Morocco is beautiful. That's where the souk is. Now, if you remember the movie Casablanca, Casablanca was where? In Morocco. And there we are. And where's Morocco? Morocco's in Africa. Now, in that movie, Casablanca, in Africa, they only showed you one black guy. His name was Sam, who played the piano, and he was from New York. They showed you Germans. They showed you French. They showed you every race but African. So basically, in that movie, Casablanca, which is done in Africa, you saw a person from African descent, but that was Sam. So when Humphrey Bogart said, "Play it again, Sam," they played the song, "You must remember this, a kiss is but a kiss, a smile is but a smile." I can't sing that well. I play the bowls a lot better. But anyway, that shows you the propaganda that they teach in the world. And Morocco's beautiful. I'm telling you, man. They've got I went to a restaurant there one time, and the mosaic on the wall took them 150 years to do that mosaic. And it was beautiful. And the waiter was so nice that when I bought a bottle of wine for $100, he even sat down at the table and helped me drink it. But this is, look at Kenya. Look at Liberia. Look at the Ivory Coast. Look at Ghana. So we have the letters, but like with the Homeschool Afrocentrics, the letters G ain't for girl or for giddy. Girl, G is for Ghana, which was actually the first country in Africa to be liberated, because the girls, the ladies, Queen Nzinga, she started the liberation when when the British tried to get the golden school of the Ashanti. She told them that they weren't going to have it. So she put up a fight, got the ladies organized, got guns, and ran the British out of Africa, or out of Ghana at least. And when the British ran out of there, they tore down the telephone systems with them. So that kind of set it back. But it was the first country in Africa to be liberated. A lot of times they talk about Africa as if it's a town, or if it's a city, or if it's a country. But Africa is a continent. And on that continent, there are different countries. And these different countries have different ways. So it's anywhere from 52 to 56 countries in Africa, on the continent and off, because Madagascar is actually off of the continent of Africa. But we got to know that Africa is a continent and not a city. So a lot of times, oh, they're warring in Africa. Well, what country are they warring in? It's just like America. A lot of folks don't realize the fact that America you could be talking about Peru. You could be talking about Canada. If they say North America, the United States of America and Canada are both in North America. Mexico and a lot of other, Peru is in South America. So we just can't say that we're Americans and take the whole continent, because on this continent there are several countries, just like on the continent of Africa. Now, we go from there to the kids' activity book. Now, in this activity book, you have both how to write longhand with these beautiful pictures, and you have how to write cursive or italic. And you also have an older calendar with different pictures from the Cooper collection, and in the back you have over 100 pictures from the collection. So I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you will support our movement with the Homeschool Afrocentrics, and subscribe and tell your friends. Join our Facebook, join our community, and this is open to everybody. This is not just a black thing, not just a white thing. What we believe is all lives matter. Even the cockroach matters. Even the birds matter. Do you know that most of the Africans will not shoot a bird, kill a bird if it's sitting down on the ground? They'll only get it if they're looking for the birds when it's flying. So help support us. Subscribe, hit that bell below, and go on Amazon and pick up a book or two, or at least get our latest book, 1619 to 2021, Colored Negro Black African Americans History Calendar book. And the reason why we have it, Colored Negro Black African American History Calendar book, is because they change our name every 10 years. Maybe some of that's confuses. And I'm sure you can come up with other things that they may call us, my scholar. So pick this book up. It's from Amazon, and you'll find other books that we have. But these are some of the books that I think that the scholars would learn and that we could really use for homeschool. And we'll be doing other books that will help our children, black, white, red, whatever, in the time of need. Because we don't know what the school system's going to be like this year. We don't know what the homeschool system's going to be like this year. We don't know what the online school system is going to be like this year. But here we have an opportunity to teach our children the truth. So please join with me and help spread it, because with this, they can have something to tell their friends that happened from people of color, from thousands of years. Hotep, and may the rest of your life be the best of your life, and love, peace, and joy that will never cease. Brother Oran Z. Belgrave Sr. out. Hotep.